This is one of my favorite sights as a birdwatcher, herons in flight. Most people probably think herons are all the same, but there are actually two main types. There are egrets, which include the snowy egret here, and there are herons, which include the great blue heron, and both are in the Artiidae family. This video was taken at a local pond. It's full of them. These birds have been here for weeks, probably months. They feed on the fish here, the frogs, and the turtles. And these birds often congregate before they go off to roost. These birds are usually pretty skittish, and they spook very easily. But this flock seems pretty comfortable with my presence. I've spent many hours watching them, and they generally ignore me. Occasionally, a bird will take off, then another, and another, until the whole flock is up in the air. I love watching them fly. Now, the way I can tell the difference between egrets and herons in flight is that the egrets have a straight, white line across their neck, while the herons have a V-shaped white stripe down their neck. Herons also tend to have longer necks than egrets. Herons also tend to have longer legs than egrets. But this is not always reliable, because sometimes the water level is so high that their legs are fully submerged. And when their legs are out of the water, herons tend to have darker gray backs, while egrets have lighter gray backs. But again, this isn't always reliable because sometimes the lighting conditions make it difficult to determine their back color. So the easiest way to tell the difference between egrets and herons is by that white neck stripe. If they have it, they're an egret. If they don't, they're a heron. As a kid, I didn't really appreciate birds like this. I mean, I knew they were cool, but I didn't really appreciate how cool. I remember as a kid going to places like the San Diego Zoo and seeing birds in the bird shows. Those birds were always doing tricks and flying through hoops and doing all this stuff. And I thought that's what birds do. That's what birds are supposed to do. I never really appreciated birds that just stood around doing nothing. But over time, I've come to learn that birds that stand around doing nothing are arguably more impressive than birds that can fly through hoops. The reason why is because they're wild animals. They don't belong in zoos. They don't belong in bird shows. They belong out here in the wild, where they're supposed to be. And I think it's really cool that we can go out in the wild and see these birds in their natural environment. I really wish more people got the chance to do this because it's amazing. I mean, these birds are beautiful. Just look at this, look at that, look at this. They're beautiful animals. It's amazing that we can go out in the wild and see them. So the next time you get the chance to go bird watching, I encourage you to stay still and be patient and see what you can find. You might be surprised at what you see. You might see something that's right in front of you the whole time that you've never noticed before. So stay still, be patient, and you might just see something amazing.